give you a little bit of an intro, and I'm gonna get to work. Playfield wise, I got everything on here that I want on here for now, so I'm ready to flip it over and wire it. I try not to put anything, well, I'll tell you two things, I think it'll be two things. First thing, I like to drive all the wire guides and put all the things that go through the playfield on it while it's still fresh, within the first probably 5 to 6 days having been cleared, sanded, and polished. So that's where we're at. So I've done that, and the reason for that is because things are a lot more forgiving and flexible. When I drive those wire guides in there, they're going to generally sink right through that finish without distressing it in any kind of way. I mean, sometimes you're going to get a little bit, particularly on these old play fields, because there's a crystal-like quality to the finish and the screen printing that's on here. It's so old and degraded. But anyway, I drive all that stuff in, and I'm comfortable with that, because if anything were to happen or not go well, I'm not that far into this. I can take it up there, I can redo it, I can touch up, the clear. I put a little clear on something and melt right back in. So that's why you'll see me do those things at that stage. That's the best time to do them. Now, that being the case, I don't want to put things like the star post on, because star posts are really sharp and they need to be cranked down. And so they're going to compress that finish a lot more. And when you compress that finish, you're not going to get pooling like you see on some of these shitty repro play fields and stuff like that, but you will probably get some kind of something that you can see. You'll be able to spot it a little bit of distress of some sort or something like that. So for that reason, what I like to do is do all that intrusive, all that hammering, all that type of thing. Do that now, flip it over, and then during the time that it's going to take me to do all the wiring and then get the playfield set back in the cabinet, powered up, and make sure everything works, during that time, enough time will have elapsed to where, yes, I can put those star posts on there without any worry. So it's a strategic way of building things that keeps my projects moving. It's a way that I know works, and it makes things happen. It makes things happen around here, and that's what I need. So that being the case, going to put the wiring down today and work on that. And the coin door, I need to deal with what's left of that. I wasn't even sure I was going to save that coin door, but I did. I mean, hell, if it's just a matter of straightening metal, I can do that. Been straightening metal a long time. Been straightening it. You know what? This is no bullshit. I've been straightening metal since I was probably 4 years old. My father would sit me down on a creeper and give me a big old chrome bumper. He was a body man, so that's what he did. And I would sit on that creeper and just beat on shit and fuck with shit. And so it's just been a way of life. So when I see a piece of metal, I'm like, yeah, I would just whatever, straighten that out. So as far as this coin door goes, though, it's a strange door. It's a coin door. You don't see that on too many games. There's a small period of time where you'll see this, but not a bigger period like you see of that previously used stainless steel setup type of door with the separate frame, and then the later style, we'll call it like System 11 WPC style door that they actually still use to this day. So this is somewhere in the middle of that. And the internal parts of it are zinc plated, I would say. And they're also tarnished. I'm not going to zinc plate them. I don't have a zinc plating set up, and I'm not really interested in having it done. I don't have that kind of time. I'll be done with this thing probably long before I'd ever get something like that back. So what I'll do is I'll blast this stuff and I'll metal etch it. That back panel that I just showed you, that's not too bad, but things like these return slots and stuff, I mean, they're green, they're rusted inside. And I'll need to make a new harness for it, because this harness is just butchered all over the place. And they've removed the coin door lockout mechs off of here, and I just won't put any wiring for that. I don't need that. All that stuff does is just put 2 live coils on the coin door that are locked on at all times, and you know what happens to them, they just burn up. So we'll just eliminate that altogether. And then of course I got the mechs back there. Now the mechs I'll work on as I'm building the playfield up on the underside. I'll build the mechs and place them one at a time. So that's what you'll be seeing, and here we go. Oh shit. We got that up and running. I'm not surprised. No, I did have 2 issues with it I had to sort out. I had 2 lamps that were ghosting, and just took a look at them real quick. It was pretty easy to spot what was going on. I had the diode on backwards on one. I had the wire on backwards on the other. I mean, I don't know. I got 50 lamp sockets to solder together. You know, at some point, I think you can kind of get a little bit on autopilot. But I have OCD really bad. I mean, I clinically have OCD, and I usually have a lot of like numbers, rituals, and mantras that I use to get through this work and to you know, kind of use it to my advantage. And my mantra when I'm replacing all those lamp sockets is always the same. It's no band up high. So I just keep telling myself, no band up high, no band up high, or I'll think in it. And what that means is the non-banded side of the diode goes on the highest leg of the lamp socket. And if I follow that, you know, kind of mantra throughout the whole harness, everything's good. But, you know, sometimes, you know, you'll get one wrong, or just, you know, you're not paying attention or whatever. And sure enough, that's what happens, and I know exactly what to look for. As soon as I see that, I'm like, okay, no problem. I'm not going to be sitting here for hours chasing issues. I know what to look for. So got that sorted out. Just took the soldering gun and moved the diode on one and the wire on the other, and everything's good and everything works. So I think the next time we see this thing, it'll be finished. That's my plan.